Amidst the sea waves, beauty emerges from the water, standing on a shell, unrestrained with her nudity, surrounded by seagulls and flying pussy in the sky. She glides to the shore to join the Olympic crowd. Meet Venus, the goddess of beauty and love. Hello, my name is Basia Salih Hoffman, and I warmly welcome you to the program Fine Art. Today, I wanted to tell you about a painting that is the quintessence of a direction in art, the thought of which might cause one to shudder, which has become synonymous with rigidity and regression, which was rejected in the first half of the 20th century, and paintings that are examples of this were shamefully put away in museum storage, and that is academic. Let's see if it's indeed this terrible. Well, academism is a direction in 19th century art that stands in opposition to what we so love in artistic creation: freedom, expression, not conforming to rules. Let's look at our Venus. Her creator is William-Adolphe Bouguereau, one of the most famous academicians, and his The Birth of Venus perfectly meets the requirements of an academic painting. Firstly, the subject. In academic painting, there was a hierarchy of subjects, and at the top was historical painting. But it was broadly understood, not only as events that took place in history, but also works illustrating the Bible or mythology. The motive of the birth of Venus, Venus Anadyomene, definitely meets the criterion of a grand theme. By the way, regarding mythology, did you know that birth of this beautiful goddess has truly gory origins? Children in school, during classes on Greek mythology, are given a censored story about the birth of Aphrodite, which is the original Greek name of Roman goddess Venus. Well, she was supposed to be born from sea foam. Splendidly. How innocently. But it was really exceptional foam. Among the Greek gods, the struggle for power could take a truly bloody turn. The first rulers among the Greek gods were Gaia, Earth, and Uranus, Sky. However, maintaining oneself on the throne among heavens is as difficult as on Earth, and Uranus was overthrown by his son, Cronus, who not only deprived his father of power, but also of his masculinity by castrating him with a sickle. Uranus' cut off genitals were thrown into the sea, and it was from this foam that Venus was born. Academicism is accused of hypocrisy because, on one hand, paintings such as Olympia by Edouard Manet caused scandal due to the depiction of a naked prostitute, not pretending to be a goddess Cleopatra of Phryne, who was Hetera, which essentially means a prostitute, but an ancient one. That didn't offend the audience anymore. Manet blatantly portrayed a contemporary naked prostitute on his painting as herself. And that's why this painting was perceived at that time in 1865 as immoral and controversial. And the paintings of the academicians Well, the women depicted there were not more modest at all, but they were portrayed not as contemporary Parisian women, but mythological ancient figures. Our Venus also unabashedly presents her sensuality to the viewers. In academic painting, it's good to refer to outstanding works from the past. And that's exactly what the artist did, by alluding to famous Renaissance and Baroque paintings, like Sandro Botticelli's The Birth of Venus. Perhaps the most famous Venus in the world is much more modest than this academic one. The type of goddess modestly covering her breasts and loins originates from ancient sculptures and is called Venus Pudica, modest, virtuous Venus. Another famous painting to which Bouguereau refers is The Triumph of Galatea by Raphael. Here too, a female figure surrounded by nymphs, tritons, flying putti on a gigantic shell glides to the shore. Similarly, on the painting of the famous 17th century French painter Nicolas Poussin. In Bouguereau's painting, there are also other references. Furthermore, Bouguereau refers to Bouguereau, his own painting, Nymphium, depicting nymphs at a spring, modeling the figure of the goddess herself on one of them. Beautiful Venus, once she reached the shore, made her way to Olympus to dwell there with the other gods. We humans are luckier, because when we descend from the sea onto the beach, we can stay there, carefree, playing and splashing, and sometimes look at the waves to check if a procession of sea gods and creatures is not approaching us. I warmly invite you to the next episodes.